Someone, can you get off my phone?
Hey, take that. What happened?
Get off me. Get off. Take him at gunpoint.
Like that.
What's the point?
No, it's not.
Can't be doing that. Hey, get your hands off him.
Get off.
Get your hands off him. Get your hands off him. Get your hands off him. Get your hands off him.
Hold on.
Get off me, man. Get your hands off him, bro.
Hold on. Damn.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He wasn't.
Video captured by a teenage kid saw an off-duty police officer, as you saw in the blue jacket, kneeling on and pinning a 14-year-old Puerto Rican kid to the ground. Now, what was the reason for him doing this? Again, not on duty and apparently not chasing any crimes. He says that the kid stole his kid's bike. Based off of, you'll find out, nothing. So let's talk about what happened here. So on the afternoon of July 1st, a man who Park Ridge police have identified as a Chicago Police Department sergeant in the video put his knee on the teen's back for about 15 seconds. And that's according to that footage that you just saw. It's unclear what happened before the video was captured on camera, but the family's legal team says that the teenager was just trying to move the bike out of his way to get to his own. So Park Ridge Police Chief Frank Kaminsky told ABC News that the officer believed the teen had stolen his son's bike. The bike was apparently stolen from a local library before the incident, and that's according to the police. Kaminsky, that police chief, also confirmed that the teen had a bike of his own. He also said that the officials now have images of the person who did steal the bike, saying that it was likely abandoned by the culprit where the incident between the teen and the officer occurred. So go and snatch a kid, slam him on the ground, and other teenagers have to be the ones to pull you off of him because you accused him of stealing your kid's bike. Again, based off of him moving that bike out of the way so he can get to his. Oh, sounds like some concrete evidence there. His parents, the kid's parents did respond. They took to their TikTok and talked about what they have been going through and trying to move forward. Let's watch.
As parents, our hearts are broken over the abuse of power and excessive force used against our son. In a world where it already feels unsafe to go to the mall, to attend school, to enjoy a parade with family, the last thing we need is any reason to fear those who stand to protect us. We see the bias of an off-duty cop taking advantage of our brown boy with afro hair, smaller in stature, choosing to take the law into his own hands with physical force, a clear abuse of his position of authority, the authority meant to protect my son, not harm him. We hear the broken tears and heartbreaking cries of our son saying, "Get off me, please get off me."
Let's look at the picture of the kid whose name won't be released. When he's not in distress and being attacked and slammed on the ground by cops. There's the kid, he's 14 years old. The Nieves family said that their son is a straight A student. Leave his picture up, please. I'm just reading this quote, we can leave him up. He's a straight A student, a 3-sport athlete, and is active in his church youth ministry. I thought if you're a Christian in this country, you're supposed to have extra rights. But apparently if you're a Puerto Rican kid who's grabbing his bike, you can get slammed on the ground by a cop and be accused of stealing, because why not? So there's that kid, and imagine how much trust he'll have in the police after this. His mother went on in that statement talking about how they respect the police and they don't want to do a broad sweep of how bad all cops are, all that stuff. So they still have support of the police, but imagine how much their feelings are shaken on this, or how much their support is shaken on this. And if this kid now internally, even if he doesn't tell his parents this, every time he sees a cop, he's like, I don't know. The guy in plain clothes attacked and slammed me down based off of nothing. I don't think I can trust these guys, but they'll blame him for that thought process. Now, lastly, David, because this is the cowardly response from the Chicago Police Department that was talking about this. They told ABC News that there's an internal investigation, again, concerning the incident, and officials cannot comment further. The officer's name also has not been released. The police union has not responded to ABC News' request for comment either. It's like they don't care. The boy's parents are calling for accountability from the officer, including releasing his name and filing criminal charges for his conduct involving a child. Now, David, if this was you jumping on some kid and you're not a cop, is your job gonna be like, yeah, we're not gonna talk about it, move on. So he's not on duty, he's just a guy attacking a kid in the streets. Why isn't this going further?
Well, and I think one of the things that happened here was that this police officer probably figured that because he was not in uniform, he didn't have a body camera on, and maybe he was just sort of being himself and felt like he didn't have to do anything to sort of adhere to any certain sort of standards or conduct. You imagine if he did have his police officer uniform on, I would think this would be maybe somewhat different. But so, okay, he runs out of luck. It turns out that there are other people who are filming this, and his true emotions come through. And the point, Jayar, which I think you've made pretty well, and that is, even if this police officer or any other law enforcement thought and had a reasonable articulable suspicion that this kid had actually committed a crime, it is not up to the police officer to exert physical violence. It is up to a judge and a jury to determine what sort of punishment, if any, a 14-year-old kid should have. The moment a police officer assaults somebody, that police officer is taking the punishment into his own hands. And that's why this police officer needs to be fired. I don't think Chicago needs an internal affairs investigation. Look at the damn video and get rid of this guy.
It's crazy. By the way, what's more damaging? This kid forever having that memory, or a bike being stolen? I've had bikes stolen before. I've had lots of things stolen before. It angered me and I've since forgotten about it.